I thought they were going to boo a little bit more, but like I said, they took it easy, and I'm happy that I fought here and experienced it for sure.
It's not part of it for you because we spoke earlier in the week, and you kind of mentioned that too, kind of gaining the respect of the Irish fans or kind of famous fight fans. That'll be part of it for you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of people always talk about the show here in Dublin, and they say it's one of the best events that they have fought at. And I really need to feel that pressure, feel the booze. I have never experienced that before, and it's a different type of pressure. So I'm happy that it was a good night. But I still think the Irish fans took it easy on me. I didn't hear as many boos as I thought I was, but it was a great night. It was a great birthday for me. I'm really happy.
And the fight itself, obviously, like Pedro always brings it, and you probably knew that. And was there anything that surprised you in the fight, like how Pedro landed a couple of shots, but you obviously came in with the rest and ended up getting the finish? Was there anything about the fight as a whole that surprised you?
No, to be honest with you, I felt really good throughout the whole fight. Of course you're gonna get hit. It's a fight, but I was able to stay composed, pick my shots, slow the fight down with my wrestling, and my ground and pound was vicious. I think he was really rocked on the bottom because I was throwing those elbows and I felt no movement in his neck. And in this sport, you don't stop until the ref pushes you off. So I think those elbows that I landed, I think he was out of it. But what you'll do to another human being inside this cage is crazy. It's just my job, so I did what I had to do.
Obviously, your development, I suppose, at the start of your career was down, and it's gone up and up and up ever since. And there's definitely an argument that you are the best in the world at your weight class. Is that the next step? Is it world title? I know you kind of called it for it in the cage, but is it Patrick or no one else next for you?
Yeah, I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the world at featherweight, and the next step is to fight for the belt. I feel I'm ready physically and mentally. I've waited a long time for this. I've fought whoever they put in front of me, and I believe I'm ready for the next opportunity.
Where do you rank that amongst your performances?
I don't know. It hasn't really settled with me. I'm really, like I said, I'm happy with the performance. And just coming here in Dublin, I just have to say I really enjoyed myself. I was telling the coaches this whole fight week was just clean. It was just so smooth. The people here treated me very well. Walking around the restaurants, the Irish people were so happy and embraced me and were like, "Oh, you fighting on Saturday? We can't wait to see you." And the best of luck. I have to say that I want to come back to the city and do a little vacation here. It was awesome. So I haven't really thought about the fight. I'm just thinking about the people here, and they were really good to me and kind. I'm happy about that.
Is that something you really need to get the best out of yourself, to make sure everything, even outside of the technical side of things, is smooth? You know what I mean?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm no matter what, I don't want anything to take me out of the process. You take the good with the good, the bad with the bad. No matter what, I'm always going to stay in the process. But yes, it does make it a lot better when people are accommodating and kind to you, and it's awesome. They represent their city really well, and I'm eager to come back one day and bring my son here and show him Dublin.
Yeah, hopefully it happens. Maybe you can already scout some locations and things you want to do. What are you planning on doing after this?
To be honest with you, I want to go back home, back to my hotel and pack. I have a morning flight tomorrow, so I'm just gonna pack and maybe get some dinner with my dad. My dad's here with me, and my Nino's here, and just get some dinner and go to sleep. I'm happy, but I don't have a belt wrapped around my waist, so the job is not done, to be honest with you. So there's not much to really celebrate other than a nice victory, but I won't be entirely happy until I have a belt wrapped around my waist.
To me, that was probably, it was definitely one of your best performances that I've seen, altogether. And did you expect to get that stoppage in the same way? Like, did you expect to get a knockout, standing with a striker, or did you expect to take it to the ground more?
Yeah, we all know that Pedro brings the pressure, but I knew that he wasn't going to be able to withstand my wrestling and my cardio and things like that. But one thing that we were saying that my coaches wanted me to do is obviously take him down and not put hooks in, because he lets guys put hooks in, and then he does this reversal, and it's a scramble. So the game plan was, okay, yeah, strike with him when the takedown's there, take his back, beat him up, and just soften him. Whatever you do, do not put hooks in. And I did it. And if I was in his guard, it was better for me because I knew I was going to land some vicious elbows, and I did. So it was good.
Yeah. All led to the ending. Yeah. And the referee pulled you off. Did you think he was out as badly as he was eventually, stumbling and yeah?
No, I didn't. To be honest with you, somebody from the crowd, I thought they said the round is over. It's the fight isn't over. So that's why, because I ran to my dad to give him a big hug. So I immediately ran back and I looked at the ref. I said, "The fight isn't over." He's like, "No, no, the fight is over." And then I ran back to my dad. So initially, somebody from the crowd, I thought they said the fight isn't over. The round is over. And go back to your corner. So I was like, shit, that's crazy. But no, the ref said it was over. Yeah, yeah, I was happy. I was happy.
I mean, it seems like, how does it feel to do this in front of your dad? Right?
I was good. I love my dad. My dad helps me out a lot, and I give a lot of credit to him. And I'm so thankful for my mom and dad. You know, they both have really sacrificed all their life to get me to here. We've come a long way as a family. We've had some, ups and downs with my career, but ultimately, your mom and dad always have your back, and they're equally important. So I love them both.
Aaron, I know you were saying that the belt isn't around your waist yet, so the journey isn't complete for you. But your journey up until this point, there's been highs and been lows. A massive highlight for you tonight. How do you feel in terms of your journey up until this point in MMA?
I feel good with my journey. I was thinking about this on the plane ride here. I'm really, of course, you want a perfect record. You want to be 16-0 with 15 knockouts of just perfect, but that's not life, to be honest with you. And I'm a father now, and like I said, I was thinking about this on the plane, and I'm so happy with how my career went because, you never know. I have a lot more wisdom now to share with my son. There's going to be times my son Valentino is going to go through something difficult in his life, and I have the wisdom to get him through it. And I'm of course I'm not happy. I'm not entirely happy, but I have some guidance that I can help him on in his life. So I'm not entirely mad at my journey in MMA.
I know you'll need some time to digest this win, but ideally, is the next fight for you for the world title?
Ideally, yes. I want to fight for the belt next. No ifs, ands, or buts. I believe I'm ready. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, let me get that belt.
Johnny, congratulations on another win for the Bellator title. How do you feel after that one? Your face is a bit stitched up, or a bit worse for wear, but I'm sure you're delighted.
Very, very delighted. I'm just glad that they didn't stop the fight and they let me continue the fight. And yeah, man, I went in there and fucking took them out. I'm a trained ass killer, and when you put me in that cage, I'm gonna try to take you out every single chance I get.
What were your thoughts on the fight as a whole? Fabian said he'd bring it, and he did bring it. He traded a lot in the first 2 rounds. Obviously, he got the finish in the third. But what are your overall thoughts on the fight?
You know, a little bit of a slow start, but I felt like I had the advantage in the striking. Even he was pretty crafty with his get ups. I was also trying to take him down, but I wasn't really trying to wear my arms out or really work my wrestling too much. I was kind of getting a feel for what the defenses he was doing. He was doing a good job, but I feel like over time he would have got slower, and slower, and I would just built on it. He does a really good job coming out of the clinch, throwing short elbows, and that's how he cut me. I maybe felt a little bit of urgency because I wasn't sure how bad the cut was. It felt pretty bad, and they didn't stop it. So I was like, okay, cool. But then going into the third round, I felt like I had to, turn it up a bit. I was throwing some big shots, and I was planning on taking him down, but I ended up, finishing him. So it is what it is.
There was a bit of a kerfuffle after the fight between yourself and his brother Leon, and a few other people. Can you talk us through what happened there?
A lot of emotions, bro. I mean, his brother's a great fighter. I honestly hope he beats Colby. I fucking hate Colby. That dude sucks. But yeah, I mean, I want to fight him too. He's one of the best guys in the world, and I want to prove I'm one of the best in the world. And you got to fight everybody. Even he's not in my weight class, but I feel like he might go up to 85 eventually. But I went over after and I told him, hey man, sorry, my emotions were high, and I squashed the beef. I don't have anything wrong with him. I just want to fight the guy.
It's obviously very unsure times for Bellator at the moment, and you as a champion, one of the main representatives of the organization. How do you feel going forward? I'm sure it's uncertain for you as well what's happening next.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm here to fight. I will be employed regardless of where I'm at. I'm a trained killer. I can put people out. I can go 5 rounds. I'm the fucking full package. So whoever wants to employ me, I'll fight for them.
What's up with the crowd hating, by the way? Because they were like singing to Country Road at first, and then all of a sudden they're hating.
I tried to win them over with Country Roads. I felt the love, and then they booed me. I was like, fuck. But you know what? I liked it because I've never been in enemy territory, and I was like, damn, okay, this is what it feels like, and it is what it is, and I embraced it.
Still got to savor. You got to savor the walkout a little bit. Like feel like good energy, I guess, in the first.
Yeah. I felt like I found my walkout song kind of actually. Yeah. I love that. I've never had a walkout like that, and it felt good. So I might stick with that one.
We talked about you setting new milestones for yourself because you're undefeated and all that stuff. Is this fighting in hostile territory? Is that something that you had to get over as well, like experience? Yeah, of course. That's definitely a step in the right direction. You're never going to be sure of your environment every single time. You can't predict every single thing that's going to happen. So kind of going into unknown territory and putting yourself in uncomfortable positions is kind of a, part of it. And yeah, I just enjoyed it and embraced it. You were taking over the longer the fight went. At first it was like a little bit of, reading each other, I guess. You mentioned the cut. Did it create a lot of urgency for you to finish the fight, or were you still slowly trying to cook it? No, I was still slowly trying to cook them, and I was still sticking to my game plan. I was a little bit worried. I'm like, this cut feels bad. My corner kind of told me, yeah, you got cut. You got to be safe. We got to take him down. We got to, we got to stick with the game plan. We got to make sure we win this fight and stay out of danger. And they didn't really tell me how bad the cut was. And then I guess they sat down, they looked at each other like, yeah, that cut's fucking bad, bro. And I don't know, maybe I read it or I don't know. I just went in. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to put my hands on this dude, and I'm either going to knock him out or I'm going to take him down and try to finish him. And I'm always trying to finish every single round. I'm trying to finish, but sometimes you can't. Do you think sometimes people, when they create a lot of damage on something like a big cut like that, like they start getting overzealous and sort of have to stay composed?
With him, I don't really think so. He's pretty patient. He seemed pretty patient, pretty calm through the whole thing. I think he was nervous though, but he did a really good job of like staying patient throughout the fight.
Are you the best middleweight in the world?
I mean, I can't take anything away from Sean Strickland. That he's my dog. We're definitely two of the best middleweights in the world. I think he's one of the best. I think I'm one of the best. You know, I get to train with the dude, and we're both champs, dude, and it's a pretty cool time. That's all I can really say about that.
Iron sharpening iron. Love it.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron.
Congratulations on the win. I know you need time to probably digest this one, but is there anyone you're looking at in the middleweight division for when you are back to the title?
Aaron Jeffries, you can get these fucking hands, dog. I'll whoop your ass. He's the next middleweight, so I don't really hate him or anything. I'm just whatever. Huh?
What about Norbert Lavigne?
Who?
Norbert Lavigne?
Oh, I mean, he needs to win a few more. He's pretty young in his career. I mean, he's cool. I've met him. He seems like he has a bright future for sure. Is that it? All right, sick.